Hey everyone, let's go ahead and get started with VS Code shortcuts. Nowadays, everyone knows how to work with the VS Code, but a lot of people don't know so many shortcuts which can increase productivity. So, we are going to see all those shortcuts to increase our productivity. As you can clearly see here, some of the shortcuts are mentioned here. Like if you want to see all the commands available with the VS Code, you can do Control Shift and P. There, you will get a command there. If you want to open your recent file, you can press here Control and O. So with the Control and O, it doesn't open the recent one, but Control and R open the recent one. With this, you can open the files. If you want to open a folder, you can press Control K plus Control O. So Control K is like invocation command. So it invoke for a different command. Basically, Control and K doesn't work directly. So Control and K waits for the another command. If you want to open your chat like this one, you can press Control, Alt and I. With this, it can open this chat. All right. So these are some of the simplest command which you have here. Let's go ahead and test all these commands here. Control Shift P I'm going to press. You can see here all these things come here. If you want to create a Jupyter notebook, you can just simply select here Jupyter notebook. If you don't see that notebook, you can just simply search here like this Jupyter notebook, and then you can simply create a Jupyter notebook, or you can select any of these commands. Let's go ahead and create this. Now we have created our Jupyter notebook. All right. And this is where you can click on to select your kernel, and then you can select your kernel. Otherwise, you can select here other kernel if you want to select other one. There are 2 kernel available with my computer currently. You can select any one of these kernel. If you want to come out of this particular panel, you can simply press escape key in your keyboard. That panel will go out. Let's go ahead and see what other commands we have currently. With Control and P, you can also open the recent files like this one. With Control Shift P, we already see that command palette. With Control and B, we can actually toggle this sidebar. Let's go ahead and check that. Control B, I'm pressing here, Control B. So with the Control B, this particular sidebar is coming and going out. Let's go ahead and see how you can open a folder. Either you can simply click on here to open a folder and then select a folder to open, or you can come here and then you can select open a folder and then you can open your folder like this one, and then you can select and then you can open your folder. I don't want to save this. Let's say don't save this. Thereafter, it will ask you to trust this folder. Yes, I trust. So I click on there. This is where you can come and then you can customize your layout. Click on here and then you can see all these layouts here. We have our primary sidebar position at the left side. If you want to bring it right, you can select it right. But we want it at left itself. Let it be here. Thereafter, you have your panel alignment at the center. But if you want to bring it to other direction, you can bring those as well. Thereafter, there are many other things you can use, like you can enter into the full screen mode, or you can enter into the Gen mode. So Gen mode is like a focused mode. So you can enter into the focused mode. If you want to close this, you can just simply click on here. You can close this. All right. Now let's go ahead and create a simple Python file here, and then we can test that file. So I have here code.py. This is my simple Python file here, just for the testing purpose. All right. Cool. In this Python file, one thing I want to show you here, let me just quickly show you. So this is where you can click on to select your interpreter. Currently, we don't have any interpreter selected here. So I want to select this particular interpreter, that is the ML environment. With this, now whatever libraries we use here, that will be coming from the ML environment here. All right. Cool. And this automatically selects here, that is like a Python language mode. So basically this code is Python code here. That is why that got selected there automatically. Let's go ahead and see some of the special things here, what I wanted to show you here. If you want to comment any particular line, then what you can do here quickly, you can press Control and /. With that, you can comment that. You can press again Control and /. You can uncomment that part. If you want to delete particular line without doing all these stuffs here, like selecting this everything, how you can do that? You can just put your cursor there Thereafter, you can press Control Shift and K. With that, that particular line will automatically get deleted. Control and J is going to bring a Control and Z is going to bring that particular line once again. If you want to move particular line up and down, you can simply do that particular line by clicking Alt and thereafter arrow up key or down key like this. Something like this you can do like this. So I'm pressing currently Alt and up and down key. All the shortcuts what I'm showing you here currently, that is stored in shortcuts.txt. This particular shortcut you can utilize for your testing purpose. Thereafter, if you want to select a particular word or particular phrase or string, whatever, and you want to change that with some other name. Let's say if I import this numpy as np, but I want to import this numpy as numpy itself, and I want to use that np with the numpy itself, then how you can do that? You can just simply bring your cursor here. Thereafter, with the Control and D, you can select this. With Control and D again, you can select other one. With Control and D again, you can select all these three in one go. As you can see here, now you don't have anything yet. Thereafter, you can simply press here backspace. With the backspace, it is going to delete everything that np, and then you can bring your numpy here. Now you will notice here that numpy is getting replaced at all three places in one go. Let's say then again you decide that no, I want to go ahead with the np itself, and you want to replace all these things. Previously we tested with Control and D, but let's say if you want to select all occurrences in one go, then how you can do that? You can press Control Shift and L here. So basically put your cursor there, then Control Shift L is going to select all occurrences, including this one. All right. So with all occurrences, what it will do, it will also replace this one. So how you can make sure that it doesn't replace that one? In that case, you need to select with Control and D. So with Control D, you select this one, and this one. And thereafter replace all these with the NP. This is how you do this. We can keep going learning these shortcuts of the VS Code whole day. So there is so much things to learn in the shortcuts. So what you can do here to learn everything related to shortcuts, and one thing I'm sure you now know that how these shortcuts can improve your productivity. First time it seems like a little bit, little bit problematic, I believe, but overall this is very useful. It is going to improve your productivity. Come here. Let's go ahead and put it into a full mode. Come here, go in help. Thereafter you have keyboard shortcut reference, Control K and Control R. With this, it is going to open here a link to you. All right, so here is the link. This is a PDF link provided by Visual Code Studio itself or VS Code itself. Now you can see here all these shortcuts. Some of the shortcuts we have covered in this lesson, but there are a lot of things which you can learn here. All right, all these shortcuts are very useful. All these shortcuts will really help you a lot once you start your coding and you start doing it practice, and you have hands-on on these shortcuts. These are really going to improve your productivity. I hope that this lesson was helpful to you. So this is all about in this lesson. I'll see you in next one.